Jaguar. What happens when a legendary luxury car brand basically disappears overnight? No, this is not a hypothetical question. This actually happened. Imagine being Jaguar and waking up one morning realizing you sold 49 cars in all of Europe. Not 490,000 units, not 490, just 49. So how did Jaguar get to this point? The thing is, Jaguar wasn't always the 49 cars a month meme it is today. It started in 1922 building motorcycle sidecars, eventually morphing into Jaguar and unleashing cars so beautiful that Enzo Ferrari called the E-Type the most beautiful car ever made. Jaguar lived by founder Sir William Lyon's rule: copy nothing. And to its credit, Jaguar didn't. They made cars nobody else could pull off. If you drove an E-Type, you weren't rich. You were cool. The Beatles bought Jaguars. Movie stars bought Jaguars. CEO types bought Jaguars. It was Britain's automotive pride. Classy, stylish, fast, and just a bit dangerous. But then the 70s happened, and Jaguar got sucked into the Bermuda Triangle of automotive incompetence. British Leyland, a massive company that brought together many iconic brands like Austin, Morris, Jaguar, Rover, and Land Rover. Quality tanked. Designs stagnated. Reliability became something Jaguar buyers just whispered about at dinner parties. Younger buyers simply weren't interested anymore. Jaguar was aging, and not in the fine wine way, more like milk. The 80s brought hope when Jaguar broke free and briefly went independent again, only to end up in Ford's shopping cart in 1989. And instead of saving Jaguar, Ford created a business school case study of how not to run a luxury brand. Their biggest blunder? The X-Type. A baby Jaguar meant to compete with the BMW 3 Series. Instead of giving it proper Jaguar DNA, Ford built it on a Ford Mondeo platform. And it showed. It drove like a Mondeo, felt like a Mondeo, and critics basically called it Mondeo wearing cosplay. Loyal Jaguar fans hated it. BMW buyers weren't fooled. The entire brand reputation got diluted. It was the automotive version of catfishing. By the mid-2000s, Jaguar was deep in trouble. Sales were weak, profits were worse, and Ford ended up losing billions trying to modernize it. And in 2008, with no patience left, Ford sold Jaguar and Land Rover to Tata Motors for just $2.3 billion. Everyone joked about an Indian company buying two of Britain's most iconic brands, until Tata proved everybody wrong. Jaguar's styling got modern. They finally made SUVs, the F-Pace, E-Pace, I-Pace, and sales exploded. Globally, Jaguar hit 180,000 units in 2018, its highest volume ever. For a moment, Jaguar wasn't just alive, it was hunting again, but that glow-up faded fast. Jaguar's lineup aged quickly. Jaguar bet hard on diesel right before diesel became socially illegal. The I-Pace launched and immediately got cooked alive by Tesla. Meanwhile, almost all of Jaguar's actual profit came from Land Rover, which meant Jaguar wasn't a luxury brand, it was a financially dependent roommate. So Jaguar decided to do something bold, or insane, depends on how you ask. In 2021, Jaguar's CEO Thierry Bolloré walked on stage and basically said, "Alright, we're nuking everything." The plan, called Reimagine, wasn't a redesign. It was a full reset. Shut down every model, stop production, and return in 2025 as a Bentley-level ultra-luxury EV brand with cars starting around $200,000. It was bold. It was risky. It was either genius or career-ending. Turns out it might have been the second one, because Bolloré suddenly resigned in 2022 for personal reasons. Translation, even he didn't want to stick around to see how this went. Then things got weird. In late 2024, Jaguar unveiled a brand new logo, retiring the leaping cat, and launched an ad campaign that looked less like a luxury EV reboot and more like a perfume commercial filmed inside a TikTok filter. Fans hated it. Purists called it soulless. Others called it corporate astrology. Twitter roasted it into ash. But despite the chaos, Jaguar insists everything is fine. They call this a strategic pause, a master plan, a chrysalis moment. According to Jaguar, the first model of their grand rebirth arrives in 2026. Fully electric, ultra premium, and ready to shock the world. Maybe they'll pull it off. Maybe Jaguar will rise again and become the British Tesla. Or maybe, after 100 years of prestige, Jaguar is quietly transforming into the automotive equivalent of a LinkedIn influencer, trying desperately to stay relevant, but making everyone cringe instead.